Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Liam County, and as ever, it is my distinct privilege to be with you tonight from wherever it is in the world that you are joining us. These two cities of Izmir, Turkey, and Rishon LeZion, Israel, are separated by 1,800 kilometers around the Mediterranean basin, but they are separated by just 3 positions in the table, Group B, as we will see momentarily. Here's a look at the slate of games so far this evening on Game Day 10, a busy day of action in the Basketball Champions League. As many as 12 games taking place around the continent of Europe in this inaugural season of the new Championship of Basketball for Europe. Great to see the young fans here turning up in their numbers, all smiles. Hopefully they'll see a win from the home team. We'll take a look at how things stand in the table in Group B. I can tell you right now that Maccabi Rishon bring a 3-6 record into tonight's game. They're desperate for another win. There they are in 7th position. Remember, the top 5 teams will qualify automatically for the next phase of the competition. Pinar Karsiyaka just 3 places ahead of 7th in 4th position. They post a 6-3 record thus far in the competition. Remember, fans, teams will play each other in a home and away format throughout the regular season. 14 games in the regular season. This is Game Day 10, so we're coming to the business end of this phase of the competition. Wins are precious. Here's a look at the lineup for the visitors from Izmir, Turkey. Pinar Karsiyaka are led in scoring by American Jacobin Brown, who averages 17 points per game. Dewan Summers, his compatriot, throws in 14. Don't underestimate the influence of American Brett Pedway, who will do the dirty work on the backboards, although he's not scoring at a particularly remarkable pace. His influence, no doubt, will be telling tonight. Here's the lineup now for Maccabi Rand Media, club also known as Maccabi Rishon. To its faithful fans, their pace in scoring by Charles Thomas with 13 points per game. Number 21, Javon McRae, averages 12.5 points, or at least has done so far in the competition. McRae wears 23. Now we'll join the PA announcer here in the arena, who will bring the players onto the floor. First, of course, the visitors will come out in their traditional colors, red and green. Pinar Karsiyaka, a good period in the club's history. Back in 2014, they won the Turkish Cup. And in 2015, they became the Turkish League champion for the 2nd time in their history, having won it back in 1987. And now here they are here in this international competition, the Basketball Champions League. So interesting period in the history of this club. Of course, Turkish basketball, outstanding league. Clubs we know well, Darüşşafaka, Galatasaray, Besiktas, also in this competition, Anadolu Efes, Fenerbahce. So it's a very, very competitive domestic league. Right now, Maccabi have a 6-5 record in the league. They sit in 7th position. But now here are the hosts, Maccabi Rishon, desperate to pick up their 4th win. They'll be in their white uniforms with the orange trim. They have a 6-4 record in their domestic league. Presently sit in 3rd position. As far as their honors go, the 2 are in a good period in the club's history. They are 4-time appearances in the Israeli Premier League semifinals, most recently 2015. But more importantly, right now, Maccabi Rishon are the reigning champions in the Israeli League. They won the competition last year, 2016, having beaten Hapoel Jerusalem. Of course, Maccabi Tel Aviv, the powerhouse in the league. So if you can get past those 2 teams to win the championship, well, you've got a team of quality. Players make their way onto the floor. Patrick Richard, also averages double digits for Maccabi Rishon, 10.5 points. Sean Dawson, 9 points per game. So the Americans, 4 Americans doing the bulk of the scoring in this competition for Maccabi Rishon, or Maccabi Rand Media as they are known because of their sponsorship. Well, the players will meet at midcourt, shake hands, and wish each other well in the game tonight. Smiles all around so far, and having gone through the pleasantries of the pre-game rituals, players will get now 3 more minutes to warm up, just to loosen up for tonight's game. Well, of course, this is the second time upon which these two teams have met. They met back on game day 3 in Izmir. It was a close contest. Pinar Karsiyaka, the home team, won by 9 points, 84-75. Dewan Summers had 19 points, and Polish international Mateusz Panika had 18. So we look at the combined officiating crew tonight from Italy, Montenegro, and the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia as well. So the referees will look after their domestic leagues in their home countries, then get on planes, trains, and automobiles and make their way to the venues here in this new competition. And that's, if you like, some of the beauty of this new competition. You get the corners of Europe, maybe we haven't seen for a while. Clubs get a chance to develop internationally. Some more attention for the club. Young players get to develop. We'll see some young players on this Turkish side of Pinar Karsiyaka. Turkish basketball now a laboratory for talent. We'll talk about some of those young burgeoning talents from Pinar Karsiyaka in the 40 minutes to come. Here's the starting lineup for the visitors. Mateusz Panika, Polish player, starts at the number 4. Dewan Summers also will start inside for this man, Neda Markovic. Coach Markovic from Bosnia originally. His first season with the club. The last 2 years he was at the Trabzonspor club in the Turkish league. Now the starting 5 for Maccabi Rishon as they go through their warm-up. Thomas, McRae, and Richard get the start. No surprise there, as they will do the bulk of the scoring. Anohi and Ben Chimol round out the starting 5. Of course, remember, fans, that coaches go deep into their benches as you look at Coach Adek Shivek, the helm of Maccabi Rand, and he's hopeful to get a win tonight here on his home court. Just try to get ever so close to that 5th position to guarantee advancement to the next round. Well, the Basketball Champions League is a professional basketball competition for clubs from over 30 countries around the European continent. Though launched by FIBA, the Basketball Champions League is actually a separate company based in Switzerland. It is a joint partnership between the world governing body FIBA and 10 European leagues. A true continental competition. There are teams from over 31 countries involved. 52 teams started this competition back in September. 32 of the teams qualified through their domestic leagues, and then 20 teams went through the qualification rounds to try to get here to this phase of the competition. Fans, remember, you can follow all of the live in-game action on the Basketball Champions League website. It's all the w's.basketballcl.com. Click on the link, follow the live in-game stats as you watch the images and listen to the sounds in this new horizon of European basketball. All the players go through their rituals here. Get ready to tip it off. It'll be Maccabi Rand in the white uniforms. Visitors from Izmir, Pinar Karsiyaka in the red and green. Visitors just ever so slow to make their way onto the floor. Players going through their pregame handshakes. Got to get everything right before they're ready to play. Certainly got an electric atmosphere here in the arena. We're in the Maccabi House Arena. Seats about 2,200 fans. Local fans certainly making their presence known as they are knocking the drums, leading to a cacophony of noise. Well, Maccabi Rishon are no strangers to international competition. 2 seasons of FIBA Euro Cup in 2007 and 2016. Last year they lost to the ultimate champions, the Skyliners, in the quarterfinals. So won't be fazed at all by playing outside of their domestic league. Pinar Karsiyaka appeared in the EuroLeague last year. As we're underway here in Israel, first possession into the hands of the hosts. Shot inside, off the mark. Good second effort, that won't fall. Charles Thomas was determined, just couldn't score. And our first foul of the evening against the American Thomas. And 2 bites of the cherry with lay-ins, just couldn't convert. Coach Mark was a good player in his own right. Played around Europe, Spain, Greece. Finds himself coaching in Turkey, in Izmir. What a beautiful city Izmir is. Here's Panika, around the screen. Moving on one more. Shot clock, under 10. Ball screen on the wing, and the dive to the basket. But that won't fall. Good execution. Owens couldn't finish the lay-in. Josh Owens did everything right. Set a good screen. Dove to the bucket. Just missed the layup. Each team with a team foul now. Fresh shot clock here for Maccabi Rishon. Good ball movement, everyone got a touch, but a turnover. Numbers here now for Karsiyaka. Tactical foul. Stop the break by Ben Chimol. Here you can see the reach by Chimol. Coaches don't like it when you allow teams to score in transition. They don't want those fast break layups, so players generally well schooled in the art of slowing down the transition. It's a good drive. Collapsing defense. Well, outstanding defense there by Maccabi as they collapsed on the basketball and then forced a wayward pass, so each team now with a turnover. Either team with a basket. Slow start to this one. Game day 10, the Basketball Champions League. Thomas inside. He'll have to kick it out on the double team. Now he'll offer himself as a screener. Thomas with the baby hook. Got our first basket of the evening. Good work by Thomas. Got a touch in the low post, kicked it out, set a screen. Scored to the jump hook. Pressure up the floor now. Thomas steps out hard in the high ball screen. Panika in the corner. Trying to break down Ben Chimol. Panika steps through. Rimmed out. But Panika on the second effort tips it up and in. Here's Panika, renowned as a jump shooter. A little bit on the dribble that possession. Now he's going to dig in and defend. Thomas strolls to the basket, lays it up and in. And Thomas accounts for all of Maccabi Rishon's points so far. It is a noisy atmosphere in the arena as the drums really making their presence known. Great pocket pass to Owens! Oh, Owens with a thunder dunk! And the man from the great state of New Hampshire sends it home. We've got a traveling violation. Well, Josh Owens with a dunk that we'll see again here. It's the pocket pass from Green and to send it down from Owens. Well, he played his collegiate basketball at Stanford, but he grew up in the small state of New Hampshire on the east coast of the U.S. Not renowned for producing basketball players, but Owens sends a little holiday greeting home with that thunder dunk. Kick to the corner. Panika catches, releases, shot up the mark. Now, chance here for Maccabi to break. Well, Javon McCray goes the distance here. Got the long rebound. Just kind of a slow cooker on the break here. Surveying the floor, looking. Nobody stopped the basketball. So McCray gets the contact. Lays it up and in. A rugged, durable player is Javon McCray. A chance to tack on the N1. Got it. Home side off to a good start here. They lead 7-4. You see Panika really guarded very closely. He draws a lot of attention because Mateusz Panika can stretch the floor. Commendations to Ben Chimol. He right now is covering Panika like a blanket. Another turnover here on an end line play. Good defensive effort by Charles Thomas. Shivik just bouncing, barking out some instructions. Here's McCray in the low post, rips through. I was going to test the defense of Owens and McCray. Easy lay-in, strong, powerful interior play by McCray. Now the trap from Rishon. Panika along the baseline, kicks it out. Gets it back. Oh, Panika, a little up fake, but good call for the travel. Panika did everything right. Just shuffled his feet a little bit too much. You see the fast break here from Javon McCray. Just too strong for Owens there. Javon McCray built like a linebacker in American football. Then Chimol penetrates, it won't fall. Thomas tries to flush it, that's no good. Back come Karsiyaka. Panika moves it on one more. To the corner. Well, good passing by Karsiyaka. Come away with nothing, regrettably. Sean push the lead out in this possession here. Into Thomas in the low post. Kicks to the corner. Extra pass to Richard. Got it! Well, the extra pass opens up the three-point shooting opportunity for Richard. Much to the delight of those fans. They'll continue to rattle those drums and clap their hands as long as Rishon can keep the lead. Panika along the baseline draws the foul. Unselfish play. The extra pass opens up the opportunity for Richard. He does the rest. Line ball here from Karsiyaka. Panika glides to the basket, draws a foul. Well, Mateusz Panika is a shooter, but Rishon doing such a good job defensively, chasing him up the three-point line. Here's the kick out and the closeout. tries his hand, getting to the basket. Strong drive by the Polish international. Convert the layup. He's earned himself a trip to the line. And this is good for Karsiyaka. He's struggling to score right now. When that happens, get yourself a trip to the line. You've got to make your free throws. Pinar represented his native Poland in the FIBA Under-17 World Championship back in 2010. The Poles secure a silver medal. It was no small achievement. Under-17, Under-19 World Championships, of course, the two marquee events for FIBA, the underage groups. Ben Shimol, easy lay-in for him. But he keeps his dribble alive, feeds a low post pass, just a little bit too low. Another turnover for Karsiyaka. It's their third. Thomas has a mismatch inside with Pinar. Finally gets the basketball. Gets called for a travel. He had to work so hard for it. You can see Thomas pleading his case, saying, "Come on, man, I'm getting all kinds of contact inside." Thomas pivoted a little too quickly for the baseline referee's liking. We'll take a break in the action here at the midway mark of the opening stanza. This is Basketball Champions League.
Guys, you can't stay here, you gotta be here. Okay? Because then when he steps in, you're the guy that has to help. Okay? Now, offensively, even if Charles has the mismatch, we said it from day one. You try to pass it, you don't have it, continue. Don't force it. Yeah?
Hey, good call for this.
Yeah, that's exactly what we have to do. But make it quicker. Okay? Hey, next possession. On offense, we run two sides. Okay.
We are under the limit. Keep running and jumping, but don't reach.
Well, we get you right inside the huddle, and it's great to get an insider's view to the game. You heard the instructions there of Coach Shebeck, who says, listen, even if we get Charles Thomas in a mismatch inside, and you can't get it to him, just keep running the offense. Keep moving the basketball. And we'll see what Rishon do next possession. Right now, they got to dig in and defend. Karsiyaka chasing a 9-point deficit. That's an easy lay-in, too easy for Rishon's liking. Just strolls to the basket, lays it up and in. Jacobin Brown. Right now, Rishon have got Karsiyaka doubled up, but they got a moving screen call here. It's against Charles Thomas. You can see it here. Not a lot in that, to be honest. Tough call, but Thomas maybe just a little bit too aggressive. This is worrying now when your leading scorer picks up little fouls like that. Pass to the wing, 3 on the wing. Rolls around and in. Summers with the triple. Karsiyaka got themselves right back in this one. They were down as many as 9. Now, just for a great execution of the offense. Nice backdoor cut and screen. Ben Shimol finishes off the play, but kudos to the player who set the back screen for him. Velvet touch, Karsiyaka. Little back screen, and the fade opens up the 3-point opportunity. Brown has his 5th points of the evening. Thomas rises top of the key. The perfect response by Rishon. 3 for 3. Thomas shows he can score it inside and out. He leads Rishon right now with 7 points. Ponika off that same screen from Owens. Now he used the ball screen. Owens is open, doesn't get it. Jacobin Brown in the wing. He's gonna try and break down Thomas. Shot clock running down. Mid-range jump shot, rims out. Bayul couldn't knock it down. Back come Rishon. Into Thomas in the low post. And Thomas just a little bit too strong for Josh Owens again. Thomas wants an and one, but the referees tell him to get on with it. Thomas just nine points in the first quarter. That three, good. Well, the team's starting to heat up now, scoring with more fluency and efficiency. Summers with that three. Chimo, touch pass inside. Foul on the floor. Good execution of the offensive set. Owens gets exposed. He's not happy. Owens has been through the wars now. He's battling inside. Owens going to step out and get a break now. Josh Owens. A couple of personal fouls. So he'll get some pine time. Now, last minute of the opening quarter. To the high post. Interior move, rolls around and drops. Zalmanson with the deuce. Hit on Zalmanson with his first basket of the evening. Closing seconds now, first quarter. Panika down the gut. Just lost some execution. For all their effort now, Karsiyaka, who faced a 9-point deficit, got it down to 4, are now looking at a potential 9 or 10-point deficit. This trip down the floor from Maccabi Rishon. Here's the turnover count. Easy drove to the basket, won't fall. Zalmanson with the second effort, and a great block by Pinar Karsiyaka. Guvin with the block. Well, that could prove telling now in the depth of the first quarter. Brown has the mismatch. Didn't exploit it. Brown will rise for the three, and he knocks it down. Well, Jacobin Brown had the mismatch on the switch and the screen. Has to make it three. There's your score at the end of the first quarter. Maccabi Rand Media 23, Pinar Karsiyaka 18 in the Basketball Champions League. Karsiyaka 3 for 4 from behind the three-point line. They're shooting themselves in the game. Rishon not doing too badly either. Shot 2, made 2. Rishon pressing their advantage on the backboard. Turnovers, 5 turnovers. Karsiyaka far too many in a quarter. Markovic won't be happy with that. Highlights from the opening quarter of play. Charles Thomas really went to town early. Thomas with 4 points. All of those coming very early for Maccabi Rand Media. Javon McRae has 5. Pinar Karsiyaka. Pinar Karsiyaka led in scoring. Bunch of Jacoban Brown. Jacoban Brown has 7. Juwan Summers with 6. So good start by both teams. Certainly, here's the play I was talking about. So Brown walks away from the mismatch, which allows Maccabi Rishon to go and switch big for little to get a guard back on the basketball, but Brown makes the 3 to make the switch academic. First possession here now too. Maccabi Rand Media. High ball screen, depth of the shot clock. To Zalmanson in the high post, and his shot just short. Good defense by Karsiyaka. Karsiyaka come out. And their first offense now. Brown. Kicks. Just inside the arc. That 3 rims out. So both teams with a possession, neither team with a score. Teams have played man-to-man defense throughout. Rishon have shown some full court press at times. Into Kadir in the low post. Comes away with nothing. Shot clock running down. Richard's shot strikes the rim. He follows his own shot, a la Larry Bird. Foul here on Gubin. Well, let's get the starting 5 sorted out now that we have a break in the action. So Pinar Karsiyaka come out with Bayul, Gubin, Brown, Punika, and Summers. Maccabi Rand Media come out with Richard, Ben Shimol, Levy, Zalmanson, and Kadir. There's Kadir, top of the key. Foul here against Gubin. Allows Zalmanson to step to the line. Eden Zalmanson, 21-year-old, coming off the bench tonight to provide a little interior score and has a basket. And this is a chance now to go to 4 points. Missed the free throw. Shown. We're up by 6. Thomas 3 points and 3 rebounds, perhaps more importantly. Making a good contribution off the pine. Oh, the 3 up and good. It's Brown really starting to heat up. Jacoban Brown keeping Karsiyaka in this one on the road. Brown's got 10. First player to double digits. And more importantly, Karsiyaka trailed by just 3. Oh, great fake by Ben Shimol. Shot just rolled around and then was batted out of the cylinder by Karsiyaka defender. Just an untimely error. Unforced turnover here. You can see Petway looks away from the basketball, and I talk about this a lot. You know, in basketball, you actually catch the basketball with your eyes. People obviously say your hands, but you need to see the pass. And Petway looked the other way, wasn't expecting the pass. So it goes in the book as a turnover. It's Bayul with the turnover. And the 6th for Pinar Karsiyaka. Richard, his pass stolen. Just an inexplicable miss on the break. Well, let's just talk about this because you can see how the Maccabi players were expecting a foul. And you can see right here, so you see the miss. Inexplicable miss by Pinar Karsiyaka. It was Brent Petway with the miss. Just coming back the other way. You can see Patrick Richard was expecting the foul called, so he threw the ball up at the rim. The foul doesn't come. Referees have been told they want to try and get some more fast break action, want to to allow play to develop. Good hard-nosed basket inside here. Guben's gonna dive to the basket. He's gonna catch in traffic and extend in traffic and score. Not an easy finish for Guben. Guben, another one of these young Turkish talents coming up. Been an under 16, 18, 19, and 20 international for Turkey. And in 2014, at the FIBA European Under 18 Championships, he was the MVP. Won gold, an MVP. So doing, he joined some elite company. Tony Parker, Nick Batum won that award. Mota Yunus, Valanciunas, so high hopes for young Guben. Pass inside, strong move by Thomas. No good. The referee's really letting him play. Well, I've just sung the young man's praises, Guben. He was all by himself in the break, and the pass just from Brown, a little bit too strong. Guben couldn't catch and finish. We'll take a break in the action here from Israel. Both teams go to their benches in the timeout.
Let's run our nose. Okay? Let's run nose, yeah? Now when we run the nose, Elishai. At the end of the nose, remember, we set a screen to Elishai, okay? And then you're wide open in the paint because they will go. We are 4 perimeter players. Okay? Okay? Now don't forget one thing.
Now, don't play this transition with 2 big guys high. Run every time one guy here. Bring the ball, pass, replace, move one more time. And they are switching this short to short. Screen your own guys, sprint up, and then move.
Well, Jacobin Brown really keeping things ticking for Pinar Karsiyaka. He's got 10. Karsiyaka, who found themselves down 9 early on, got themselves right back in this game. All credit to their patience. The play of that man there. Just 1 point separate the two teams now. Local fans are very close to the court. Though it's a small arena, certainly a cacophony of noise right now. Levy comes up a screen, that shot hard. McRae gets the last touch, good also play by Jacobin Brown. Coach Shivik thought Brown got the last touch, as did I from where I'm sitting. I thought it was last touch by Brown, but baseline referee had the best view of it. See, there's a press now here from Rishon Guben. Offensive foul called on a ball screen. These are infuriating fouls. Effectively, they are a turnover. These offensive fouls, you just look at Brent Petway, good call for the moving screen. Perhaps a bit of poetic justice. So maybe the ball, last possession was indeed last touch by Jacobin Brown. Either way, it's academic now. Rishon in their half-court offense. Ben Chimel wants the high screen. Baseline jump shot. Kadir's shot, no good. Here's Brown in the open floor. He'll fan out wisely, no numbers. Show some patience. There's a drag screen from Petway. Petway is open. Show for the ball. Brown waves off the screen. Now he finds Petway in the corner. Shot off the mark from Petway. Hanahoy. Oh, great sharing of the basketball. Kadir onto the baseline. That won't fall. McCree, too strong inside. Javon McCree, just too powerful inside for the young Guben. Watch this. There's a space dribble there, which allows him to get some territory. He looks like he's been through the wars. But good effort, good offensive rebound by McCray. Strong, powerful move. Earned himself a trip to the line. First free throw. Newark, New York, originally. Played his collegiate basketball at SUNY Buffalo. He was an AP honorable mention All-American back in 2014 and his conference player of the year. So great pedigree from McCray. Pass intended for Petway. Brown looking for someone to give it to. Panika back in the game. His pass intercepted. Oh, great steal by Brown. Can he finish now in transition? Oh, behind the back pass to Panika. And the mustard is off the hot dog and all over the floor right now. Watch this great steal from Brown. And all he's got to do is just go attack the rack. A little bit too unselfish, Panika. Pass wasn't quite on the mark. So that's a bit of footage that he won't want to see. Neither Panika nor Brown when they break this game down later on. Summers, top of the key. Steps back for the three. Front rims it. What a great rebound by McCray. The pass was intended for McCray. Ends up in the far wing. Ben Chimo wisely slows things down here now for Rishon. McCray! What a terrific block by Petway! But it ends up as a three for Rishon. Maccabi Rishon. Levy knocks down the three. What a block by Petway, who timed his jump perfectly. But Levy, Nimrod Levy, in the right place at the right time, picked up the ball, down the three.
Unbelievable what kind of bullshit we are doing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now what we play in offense there? What we did we play in offense? Nothing. We hold the ball, we don't know what they are playing. Passing some long passes. Why we don't deny? We are catching out. Why we don't deny the forward pass? Every time forward pass.
לא קשור אליו בכלל. לא, אמרתי לו להישאר עם השחקן שלו. Yeah, but go back, go faster there. Hey, offensively run out one side for three-point shot. One side for three-point shot. We don't have it, we go for big. Okay?
Well, there's a block from Petway. Nimrod Levy is going to catch the pass. Good pass by Richard. Richard, who wears number 3, moves it on to Levy, who knocks down the 3. He'll keep the lead for the home side, Maccabi Rishon. Great to see that fan wearing the colors of the club. Rishon continuing that press up the floor. The tempo they want. Here's Panika, top of the key. His pass intercepted. Oh, Panika couldn't come up with it. McCray with the dunk. Great steal by McCray. And you just get the idea here that Rishon maybe have a bit more appetite for the fight tonight. Here's better fluency offensively. Summers gets into the paint. His shot is good. That's better execution by Karsiyaka. A couple passes, a little handoff, and then Summers gets deep. He has 8. Yeah, this is a moving screen by McCree. There's no doubt about this one. Richard just came through a little bit too early. And that is Mateusz Panika. Watch Panika. Boom. He's going to end up on the deck. He's just a powerful player. Here's the pass to Green, extra pass to Jacobin Brown, who nets it. Great play by Green to Brown. Now, Pinar Karsiyaka have to get in and defend. Here's Richard. Pass to the corner. Great spacing by Maccabi Rishon. Opens up the 3 for Hanahoy, who knocks it down. His first basket of the evening. Look how Rishon scrambled defensively. That 3 off the back of the rim. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Hanahoy, his pass inside. Off the mark. Now Panika comes up with it. It's a 3-on-2 here for Karsiyaka. Brown spots up for the 3. Oh, Jacobin Brown is feeling it. Jacobin Brown, a one-man wrecking crew. He's got 16 coming into the first half. Great defense by Summers. Comes up with the steal. And then Summers just lost the basketball in transition. Well, DeJuan Summers with a great steal and then gives it right back. Brown fans out here in transition, and that's a lot of confidence to pull up for a 3 in a fast break. Karsiyaka been profligate with the ball. 12 turnovers. Kadir now in a low post. Gets another touch, does Kadir. Oh, it's a goaltending call here on Petway. But you love the presence of Brent Petway. You don't mind those calls if you're Coach Markovich, because this will put a seed of doubt in the minds of the players. If they know that Petway's around, thinking about their release. Initially it's a basket, Ben Chimo credited with it. Petway had a good seal here on Hanahoy. Commits the smart foul. The easy basket for Petway. Just the 3rd foul, 13th foul on Maccabi Rishon. Zalmanson steps in here for the home side. Rishon have led from the opening tip. Brown lost his footing. That might be the only way you can stop him. And it's a held ball. Who's got the possession? Just lost his footing. Good defense by the Rishon players to tie him up. Karsiyaka going to keep possession. Just waiting here for the wet spot to be cleared off the floor. we get the pot right here, it'll be end-line ball. Like some visitors from Izmir. Headline ball here for Karsiyaka. Summers rises. Not an easy basket for Jawan Summers. But he got it. And now Rishon with a chance to respond here. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds left here in the first half. Rishon lead by 2. Can they extend that lead? Kadir to the rim. It won't fall. The putback by Zalmanson. That's off the mark. Well, Pinar Karsiyaka come away with it. And having been down 9 points, they trail by halftime just by 2. There's your score at the intermission. Maccabi Rishon 35. Pinar Karsiyaka 33. Both teams shooting really well from behind the three-point line. 67%, that's outstanding. We'll see if they can continue to score at that rate. Neither team really getting to the line all that much. 3 and 5 free throws respectively. But the number that's going to jump off the page at you soon, you look at the 4 block shots by Karsiyaka, most of those from Fred Petway. And indeed, he had a goaltending call as well. The number that's going to jump off the page here for you is the halftime scoring. Jacobin Brown, who at last count had 16. There it is, Jacobin Brown with 16. Charles Thomas started the game well. He has 9 at halftime. Be pleased with his contribution. Javon McCray doing some dirty work on the boards, claiming 5 rebounds. McCray also doing a little bit of scoring as well. He has 8 points. So good performance from him. Well, fans, we'll leave you here now with highlights of the first half on Game Day 10, the Basketball Champions League. Come back and join us in about 10 minutes for continuing coverage of the Basketball Champions League. Well, welcome back to Rishon LeZion here in Israel. It's halftime on game day 10 here in the Basketball Champions League in this Group B contest between the hosts, Maccabi Rand Media, and the visitor, Izmir, Turkey, Pinar Karsiyaka. If you're just joining us, a very warm welcome to you. If you were with us in the first half, welcome back. You will know, of course, that Pinar Karsiyaka found himself down by as many as 9 points early on in this one. But at halftime, just 2 points separate the two teams. In saying that, Maccabi Rishon have led throughout the whole of the first half. They have never trailed from the opening tip. The bulk of scoring for Pinar Karsiyaka has been done by Jacobin Brown, who has been prolific in the first half. He has 16 points, and at times has kept his team in it. That is Javon McCray, who is doing damage for his team. Javon McCray making a telling contribution in terms of offensive production and in terms of rebounds. There's Jacobin Brown, the leading scorer in the gym right now. Just taking a look at McCray's numbers. McCray has 8 points and 5 rebounds, so good production from him. There's the new man there, Mike Green, just arrived with Pinar Karsiyaka. Came from another club in the Turkish league. Straight into action for the Basketball Champions League. Mateusz Panika has been quiet, the Polish international. He's been kept under lock and key for the most part. Some good defense by Ben Chimol has reduced the influence of Panika, who has just 3 points so far this evening. The question is, though, can Maccabi Rishon somehow limit the influence of Jacobin Brown? 16 points at halftime. You can see Coach Markovich there just having a word with Summers. DeJuan Summers. And, McCray. McCray is the kind of guy you want to have on your team. He is such a thickly set athlete. He's determined. He's ferocious. He's the kind of guy you want to have playing with you. Strong player from SUNY Buffalo. State University of New York in Buffalo. I'm sure he enjoys the winters here in Israel much more than the winters in Buffalo. Well, speaking of winter, happy holidays to anybody joining us who celebrates the Christmas season. Best wishes to you. As we go into the break now, this will be the last game here before we break for Christmas and the New Year. This is game day 10. And this is action from Group B. Pinar Karsiyaka sit in 4th place in the group. 6-3 record coming into tonight's game. And Maccabi Rand Media 3 and 6 in 7th position. Remember, the top 5 teams automatically will qualify for the next round. Teams who finish 6th, 7th, and 8th go into another playoff. It's a complicated system. We'll bring you up to speed as we approach the 14th and final game in the regular season. Looks like we're not quite ready to play here. Some technical issues with the scoreboard and the clock, so the players will continue to loosen up, and this is rather unsettling for the players. You know, they come out, they've got the halftime instructions, they know the game plan, they want to get on with things. They've gone through their warm-up, they're ready to go, and all of a sudden, we've got a technical glitch, so players will have to be professionals. You look at Josh Owens, number 22 there for Pinar Karsiyaka. Josh Owens played his collegiate basketball at Stanford University, so quite a intelligent basketball player. But Owens is from Portsmouth, New Hampshire originally. Very small little city on the East Coast. Wonderful city is Portsmouth, Port City. Not renowned for producing basketball players, but he was the New Hampshire Gatorade Player of the Year was Owens. New Hampshire, and then went on to Stanford University. That's Coach Markovich from Bosnia originally. Coach Markovich as a player played around the continent of Europe, was at Studientes, Madrid, Olympiacos in Athens, Limoges in France, Panionios in Greece, Valencia in Spain. So he is actually both a Bosnian and Spanish passport holder. Players will try to continue to loosen up. Just a quick word here now on a player who's caught my eye for Pinar Karsiyaka. It is Egemen Guven. And I mentioned that Guven, who played about 5-6 minutes in the first half. Guven with a free throw and a basket. Guven won in 2014 the MVP award at the FIBA Europe Under-18 Championships, and also helping his team secure a gold medal in those championships. The Turkish under-8 teams are really doing outstanding in Europe and have been for the last couple of years. Well, Egemen Guven joins an elite company. As I mentioned, Tony Parker, Nikola Batum, Mota Yunus, Valanciunas have won that award, as have Enes Kanter, another Turkish player, is playing in the NBA now, Kostas Koufas, Dario Saric. So just an array of young players. Sergio Rodriguez plays for Real Madrid. So keep an eye on Guven, burgeoning young talent. Kenan Sapahi won that award, also another young Turkish player. Starting his pro career. Jacobin Brown just kissing the wrists. And those wrists have been hot so far. Well, here's your score at halftime. Rishon lead by 2, 35-33. As we commence second half action in Group B, game day 10 in the Basketball Champions League. First possession to the home side. Got some WWF breaking out. Thomas establishes position in a low post. Panika gets exposed here on the mismatch. Panika's determined not to give up an easy lay-in, so he drags him down. Let's get the starting five sorted out. For the home side, they come out with Richard, Hanahoy, Ben Chimol, Thomas, and McCray. Pinar will start this half with Bayul, Jacobin Brown, Mateusz Panitka, Josh Owens, and DeJuan Summers. Pass intended for McCray. Tipped out of bounds by a Karsiyaka defender, so good defense. Richard kicks. Ben Chimo pulls the trigger on a three. That draws the rim. Heil with the rebound. Brown kicks inside to the low post. Owens trying to carve out space. His jump hook off the mark. The tip by Panitka, no good. Good work by Josh Owens. Competes for the offensive rebound and buys himself and his team another possession. Despite the protests of Charles Thomas. Good ball reversal to Summers. Bale has got to make something happen. Shot clock at 5. Drives in the lane, lost the ball. Richard in the open court. Patrick Richard to the rim, and the reverse layup up and good. So first basket of the second half goes to the home team. They lead by 4. They have led by as many as 9 points in the first half. Alley-oop to Owens, executed with perfection. Owens comes all the way over to thank Jacobin Brown for that peach of a pass, as Owens puts the ball right in the peach basket. Into the corner, Ben Chimo checks the seams. His second 3-ball attempt, also a miss this quarter. Panitka in the corner. Let's fly with a 2. Foot was on the line. That is Mateusz Panika's game. He wants to spot up, catch, and shoot. Well, now Karsiyaka draw level. Have not led at any point in this game. Thomas shows his numbers inside. Foul here against Owens. Josh Owens has to be careful now. This is his 3rd personal foul. You can see the dunk there from Owens. He wants to stay in this game. He's going to have to walk off and get a break now as Gubin will come back in, and Thomas, beg your pardon, Owens will step out with those 3 fouls. Both coaches who look sartorially splendid. Suits and ties. The referee just having a word with the coaches about something. There's a problem with the shot clock. Get everything right here. Game clock. Pass intended for McRae. Second time they ran that inbound play. Led to a turnover. Gubin puts his armpits in the rim and sends it home. And Pinar Karsiyaka, for the first time in the game, take the lead. Thomas inside to Richard, and Richard with an and 1. Patrick Richard brings Rishon back level, and now a chance to tack on the and 1 to reestablish the lead. Good up fake by Richard. Gubin with the touch foul. Patrick Richard, the American, reestablishes a lead, much to the delight of those fans there. Bale gets in the lane, little jump shot's good. Game seesawing back and forth a little bit now. Karsiyaka back ahead, the double team in the low post. Panika just a little bit over aggressive here, over exuberant. Comes from the help side. He's going to come from underneath now. Here's the double team. It's hard for the post player to pick that up. Oh, great backdoor pass from Thomas to Richard. And Richard might have hurt his arm on the rim. Delightful backdoor cut, an even better bounce pass. Maccabi Rishon lead again by 1. Brown to Gubin. His jump hook, good. .2 Gubin showing good mobility as well. Skip pass. Hanahoy's pass intended for Thomas. Panika's going to get called for the foul here. This might be a little bit of trouble here for Mateusz Panika. He's got 2 quick fouls. That'll be his 3rd. As you see the dunk there from Patrick Richard. So with 3 fouls, Panika will make his way and join his teammate Josh Owens on the bench. Here's the new man, Mike Green, in the game. Thomas 1 for 2 with the offensive rebound by Zalmanson. Gives Rishon another possession. Thomas Crows on the drive. He's stripped from behind. Here's Brown now. Gets it back from Summers. Waves off the screen from Gubin. Summers, let's fly with a three. That grazes the front of the rim. Hill can't keep it alive. So we're knotted up at 43 each here as we approach the midway mark of the midpoint here in the third quarter. Thomas. Great spacing here by Rishon. Thomas's three, no good. Here's Green on the open floor. Hits the trailer. Green will pull the trigger on his three. That's off the mark. Thomas, another three attempt. That won't fall. Good work inside! Richard powers it up and in. Patrick Richard. And you love it when your guards do some offensive rebounding for you here. Thomas is the four. He steps away from the basket. And Richard lays it up and in, gets the N1, the emotes. Patrick Richard from Lafayette, Louisiana originally. Played his collegiate basketball at McNeese State. The Southland Conference Player of the Year in 2012, so all of these young pros with good basketball resumes. Tobin Brown off a stagger screen. Summers trying another hand at a three, and that one is good. DeJuan Summers, 3 for 6 from behind the three-point line. And again, we're level at 46. Easy pass inside for Zalmanson, who acknowledges the pass. Easy layup for Maccabi Rishon. Nice touch pass to Zalmanson for the easy two. And that's what the screen and roll gives you. Gubin wasn't sure what to do. Should he stay with the basketball or should he go to his man? Got caught in two minds and ultimately got burned because of it. Barrio's reverse layup, good. Nifty move by the Turkish guard. Again, we're knotted up, this time at 48. Under 10 now. Zalmanson lays it up and in. It's great, and then dove to the basket. Zalmanson's been effective inside now. Some good feeds. Zalmanson's got 7. Brown hasn't scored yet this quarter. He's been content to just facilitate and move the basketball. Come on, in the low. Foul call here against Charles Thomas, who had a good seal inside and just extending outside his body. Defense by Summers. Thomas just vents his spleen a little bit there, shows his frustration. Coach Shivik with the defense, 22. Let's see what this signals. Not that it matters, because Brown, I beg your pardon, Summers knocks down to 3. Well, Summers is now 4 for 7 from behind the arc, and he's got 16 points to match Jacobin Brown. Here's Green in the open floor. Good transition defense by Rishon. Brown, his second 3 of the quarter. That is off the mark. We've had a great third quarter as it seesawed back and forth. Neither team can shake free from the other. Remember, these two teams met back on game day 3. And the baby hook on the baseline by Thomas drops. On that occasion on game day 3, Karsiyaka won by 9 at home. This one is just shaping up nicely. Thomas now with 12. Green, little crossover dribble, goes into the white jerseys, lost their handle momentarily. Brown in the corner, Jacobin Brown shot, no good. Had to get it off quick as the shot clock was expiring. And Jacobin Brown, who couldn't miss in the first half, struggling to score here in the second. He's 0 for 4 from behind the three-point line here in the second half. Oh, delightful bounce pass inside. Zalmanson missed. But he's been effective, Zalmanson, applying that high screen and roll. Brown is wide open. Summers is in the double team. Brown is still wide open. Pinar Karsiyaka, I've got to get better at moving the ball here. Green. Bayul. Now Brown. Well, Brown was open previously, and he's upset. He's got every right to be upset. He had to shoot that one quickly. Bayul just held the ball too long on the wing. It's just the fluency of the offense slowed down. Zalmanson steps out. He played well. Zalmanson steps out with 7 points. Petway steps in here for Pinar Karsiyaka. Offensive foul here against Maccabi Rishon. It's on Nimrod Levy. Here's Green across the midcourt strive for Karsiyaka. Petway with his first touch in the second half. Summers! Oh, Summers lays it up and in and draws the N1. Summers has been productive here in the third quarter. Just going to go right past his man. Little reach by Ben Chimol. This allows Summers to lay it up and in. DeJuan Summers having a productive quarter. Tacks on the N1. The man from Baltimore, Maryland. He's got Karsiyaka up by their largest lead. Would you believe it? 2 points. Oh, just at the death of the third quarter, the 3 by Hanahoy. Stayed at the top of the key, showed good patience. Caught it and knocked it down. And they just scored at the end of 3. Maccabi Rand Media 55, Pinar Karsiyaka 54. Well, here's the numbers to explain this one. 3 3-point shooting of Rishon, who shot 67% in the first half, still shooting very well, 56%. Teams are better, both teams are better in that quarter with the basketball, fewer turnovers, which they can both be pleased about. 15-11 respectively. Bring you some highlights here from the third quarter of play. Jacobin Brown for Pinar Karsiyaka stuck on 16. He had 16 at halftime, but DeJuan Summers has been doing the bulk of the scoring. He has 19 for Pinar Karsiyaka. They're the only two players really doing much scoring, Brown and Summers. We'll see if Karsiyaka can find a third scorer. For Maccabi Rand Media, Patrick Richard with 13 points. He had a good third quarter. Chris Thomas with 12. He's been held quiet this quarter. This is action from Group B. Both teams would love to win this one before they go into the holiday period. We have, after this, 4 more games in the regular season. Sort out who the teams are in the groups. Remember, fans, we've got 5 groups with 8 teams each. The top 5 teams in the group advance to the playoffs. Well, first possession now. McCray comes up with a steal. Oh, a thunder dunk by Javon McCray. Comes up with a steal and takes it the distance. A determined play by McCray. He has 10. Green coughed it up. Mike Green turned it over. Here's McCray with the finish. We've seen one of those already. Such a strong physical player as McCray. He's irrepressible. He gets near the rim. Steal here from Pinar Karsiyaka. Brown inside to Summers. Summers fouled by Benchimo. Let me correct myself. The foul on Hanahoy. Summers wants it in the low post against Kadir. Faces. Mid-range jump shot. No good. Good defense by Kadir. Kadir now in a low block. Benchimo, bullet pass inside to McCray. McCray almost wills it in. Gets the rebound! And in the second attempt, McCray isn't going to miss from there. And Coach Markovich has seen enough of this. He wants a timeout here in the Basketball Champions League. Look at the offensive rebounds by Maccabi Rand Media. 11 offensive rebounds. Somber timeout here from Pinar Karsiyaka.
Aggressive, overplay passes, box out, fight for position.
Defensively. Watch Summers, watch Brown now. Watch Summers, watch Brown. Let's go, okay, let's go.
Well, the words there from Coach Shivik, who says, Watch Summers, watch Brown. He's not wrong. Those are the guys who are doing the scoring. Summers did it in the third quarter. He has 19. Brown has 16. He had 16 at halftime. He's yet to go off. And Pinar Karsiyaka fans must be wondering when he's going to try and take this game over here offensively. It's Josh Owens who's going to step back in the game with his 3 fouls. Shown with a 5-point lead. Brown wants the ball against the press. Brown around the screen of Owens. Bayo might get away with the travel. Now Brown has a clean look at a 3. That won't fall. Owens with the rebound. Back out to Brown. To the corner, Ponika, can he knock something down? He can't score. Another offensive rebound, this time by Summers. Pass just knocked out of bounds, so Owens and Summers with an offensive rebound each there. Bayo catches and shoots, that won't fall. Ponika with the offensive rebound. He powers it up, it's blocked. 3 offensive rebounds, that possession there by Pinar Karsiyaka. They come away with nothing. Kadir moves it on to McRae, who lays it up and in. Beautiful pass by Kadir. And McRae says, thank you very much. Steal here by Ben Chimol. And he lays it up and in. So a purple patch of play here from Maccabi Rand Media. They extend that lead back to 9 points. Bale lost it, another turnover. It's a 3-on-2 here for Maccabi Rand Media. Belchamol kicks. Richard knocks it down. This will be a timeout here as Maccabi Rand Media push the lead up to 12 points. They have been a juggernaut in the last 2 minutes. And Pinar Karsiyaka right now are reeling as they head to the bench for a timeout. Well, look at the 3 from Richard. Look what it means to him. And look what it means to the fans. Now Richard knocks that 3 down right in front of his teammates, right in front of his bench. And Pinar Karsiyaka, who've clawed themselves back in this now, face their largest deficit.
They might press too, Elishai. Okay? They might press too, so watch the press. Okay? If it's on, we go for 4 down. Let's go, on the defense.
Well, Pinar Karsiyaka haven't played badly. They've got 3 offensive rebounds in 1 possession. Just couldn't score. There's a great steal here from Ben Chimol. It's the pressure up the floor that causes the turnover. Patrick Richard, who's been outstanding in this second half. He joins the club of scorers. Richard now the leading scorer for Maccabi Rand Media. He has 16 points. There's still plenty of time now for Karsiyaka to get back in this. But they have to look after the basketball. Let's take a look at the turnover totals here for Pinar Karsiyaka. That's number 18. That's far too many. Statistician right on cue there, showing you the graphic. Well, here's where the fortunes will change for Karsiyaka. They've got to be better defensively. Maccabi Rishon want to turn the screw a little bit. Backdoor pass intended for Chimol. Then Chimol just couldn't gather the pass. Markovic says, hey, listen guys, we got to get going here a little bit. Cross-court pass to Panika in the corner. His pass just a little bit too tough for Jacobin Brown to catch. And another turnover, the 19th against Karsiyaka. Kadir travels. Baseline referee was right there to see it. Into Owens in the low post. He'll move it to the corner. And now it's on a ball screen here for Brown. Brown, can he make one? Cut. The putback. Summers. Jacobin Brown, who couldn't miss in the first half, struggling to make a jump shot here in the second. Brown just 4 for 11 now from behind the three-point line. The offensive rebound by Summers earns him a trip to the line. And although that look from Coach Markovic is disconsolate, there is still time for Pinar Karsiyaka to get back in this. They need to make their free throws. Juwan Summers played his collegiate basketball at Georgetown University, was the second round pick of the Detroit Pistons back in 2009 when he finished in college. A couple seasons in the Motor City. Nice pass inside to McCray, who lays it up and in. And the execution at times from Maccabi Rand Media has been outstanding. Green wants a ball screen from Owens. Panika. Summers guarded closely by Kadir. Great defense by Kadir as he gets Summers just uncomfortable, out of his skill set. Summers on the wing, and look how Kadir gets right up inside the footwork of Summers. 20th turnover against Karsiyaka. Ben Chimo, a shot at the death of the shot clock, won't fall. McCray can't keep it alive. Now, Karsiyaka needs a sense of urgency. They need to come away with points here, and they need to come away with points very quickly. There it is, Summers on the dribble drive. Now this will be a psychological advantage here if Summers can net this free throw. He'll bring the deficit to 10. Beats one man, beats the other, gets a little bump, and lays it up and in. Juwan Summers nets the free throw, so now the difference is 10. There is still plenty of time for Karsiyaka to get back in this. They need to have belief. Summers with a double deuce, he has 22. Cavalry shown in no hurry, gonna work the clock. Deliberate in their offense. McCray lost it. Another turnover, this one against Rishon. Panika comes up with the ball. Panika drives, a crazy shot from Panika! But the flush from Juwan Summers! Oh, Summers is like Superman right now! Panika's gonna force the shot, and Summers comes from nowhere to pick up the loose change. Well, Pinar Karsiyaka right now, Juwan Summers is saying, boys, jump on my back. I'm going to get us back in this one.
Go for regular one. We go for regular one. Okay? You set the pin down. Okay? You set the pin down. Yeah? Corner or straight side? Go all the way to the corner. Go all the way to the weak side. Okay? Hey, play on regular game. Get ready for the club. Yeah.
Hey, set up in good positions.
Well, a much, much different timeout there from Pinar Karsiyaka. Last time they were in here, they all looked like their dogs died. Here, they are full of life on the strength of that dunk right there from Summers. Summers has been ubiquitous. He now has 25 points, 4 rebounds. Doesn't have a foul yet, which is great news for Pinar fans. They're down 8. Once that deficit becomes single digits now, it puts some wind in the sails of the team that are chasing from behind. Green, lots of ball pressure. Here's Patrick Richard. He's played ever so well for Maccabi Rishon. His shot off the glass and good. Well, Patrick Richard with a timely basket here. Tough move from the American. Gonna step back. I don't know who the foul's on. I can't see it being on Owens. I think the foul's on Thomas, who was a little bit too strong, looking for an offensive rebound. But it's the turnovers here, which are blighting Pinar Karsiyaka. They come up with that one. Shot clock at 10. Well, I spoke too soon. The 21st turnover. Brown demonstrating with a teammate. This is never good. Ben Schimel in no hurry. Foul on the side here by Mike Green. And Schimel, the point guard, gets a little word from the coaching staff. New shot clock, 14 seconds. Richard, what's he got for us? Oh, drops a pass to Kadir. Kadir fouled. Yeah, just to go back, that foul was on Chris Thomas previously on the back of the tough shot by Patrick Richard. This foul now against Pinar Karsiyaka will send Kadir to the line. It's a young man with a high-speed, low-drag haircut right there. Speaking of high-speed, low-drag, Petway steps in. Owen steps out. And Kadir misses the first free throw. We want to make those free throws here. Down the stretch. Kadir, a 67% free throw shooter. All season, misses both. So, still live for Pinar Karsiyaka. Green just swallowed up by Kadir. Absolutely swallowed up by Kadir. And Green, who's diminutive in stature, trying to break down the bigger player. Kadir stands 2 meters 2. Green about 180. Kadir comes up the better of the two there. Some trapping defense from Karsiyaka. Kadir gets in the paint against Petway. Can't score. Rebound. Petway comes up with it. Now, chance to break here for Green and Pinar Karsiyaka to the trailer. Brown lays it up and in. Karsiyaka still have got life. 8 points the difference. The first basket in the second half, would you believe it, for Jacobin Brown. Panika puts pressure on the ball, and he causes a turnover. Panika looks like he might have clashed heads. Let's hope he's all right. He might need some attention from the physio. He's just checking to make sure he has all his teeth. What happened here? So he pressures the ball. Just caught a stray elbow from Thomas. Nothing untoward there. Brown. Brown again! Oh, it won! Jacobin Brown, come at the man! Come at the hour! Brown's got 4 points, and he's mixing his game now. He's getting to the basket, not settling for outside shots. The devastating crossover allows him to get to the rack. The teardrop drops, and Brown with a chance now to add the N1. Jacobin Brown, an 84% free throw shooter, missed it. Well, maybe a sign of fatigue. Front rimmed it. Pressure up the floor here from Karsiyaka. Panika causing all kinds of havoc. Ball just tipped out of bounds by Summers. All credit to Pinar Karsiyaka. Plenty of fight in him yet. This game just 2 possessions now. Coach Shivik having a word with his leading scorer, Richard. Great defense by Karsiyaka. Well, Green read the screen and roll ever so well, just stepped out and causing havoc. Plenty of fight left still in the team from Izmir. We'll take a break in the action in the Basketball Champions League, but don't go anywhere. This one's going to go down to the wire.
Baseline from the side. Do baseline from the side.
We got it here. Ball is here. No, the ball is here.
The ball is there.
Okay? We got 8 seconds. The ball is there. No, the ball is there. Yes, after the ball. Deny the first forward pass. Okay? Offensively, set up 4 corners, ball, J take ball, 101. They are in bonus. If they come, extra pass attack. And immediately, if he scores, pick up, early drop. We lose possession foul. Okay? Let's go.
Well, here's the trailer. Nice pass from Green to the trailer. The little teardrop shot there from Jacobin Brown. This one's better. The crossover and the N1. Patrick Richard has 18 points for Rishon. Will he get a touch here? He does. On the wing now. Richard. Oh, Richard with a jump shot right in the grill of Mateusz Panika. Big basket by Patrick Richard, who now has 20. Here's the 4-corner set now from Pinar Karsiyaka, which allows this man to go to the basket. And nobody blocked out Petway. The pressure up the floor from Karsiyaka. They'll look to foul now. Good ball movement. Chimol. He's blocked by Summers. Back comes Karsiyaka. Brown wants to go to the rim. Brown with the left hand. Jacobin Brown taking over the game. The press up the floor from Karsiyaka. 4 points the difference. And Karsiyaka still have fouls to give. They've got to manage the clock now. Here's Brown. This is a tough shot with the left hand. Might have got some contact as well. And on the basket, the full court pressure from Karsiyaka. Okay, if they don't get something, not need the foul. Well, they're going to dig in. Karsiyaka with fouls to give. They're not going to do it now. Shot clock at 10. Pass inside to Richard. Shovels it on. One more. And Thomas is fouled. They're not going to give up easy layups, Karsiyaka. There's Ben Chimol. Great vision. An even better pass from Richard. And now Thomas steps to the line for pressure free throws. First one, never in doubt. Thomas is a 95% free throw shooter. He's missed 1 free throw so far all season. now's not the time to miss the next one. Got them both. Coach Markovic will call a timeout. He'll advance the ball into his quarter court. 6 points in 43 seconds. There's still time for Karsiyaka to try and draw level. So Maccabi Rand really got to try and concentrate.
Jay. Bonnie. Hi. Clean.
On the weak side, I don't want to get an offensive rebound for them. Okay, now, they make it or not, okay? We make press offense. Well, we're playing for the whole clock. We play for the whole clock, okay? Then we run time down.
Hey, give
Okay.
it again.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, watch now the 3-point shot.
Sure.
Well, sideline ball here now for Pinar Karsiyaka. We'll see if they look for a quick three or if they'll settle for a two. Got to get it in. Here it is. Foul by Kadir. And this is not a smart foul because Rishon are in the penalty. There's no doubt about it. Rishon doesn't want Brown to get to the basket, but you also don't want the clock to stop here and allow your opponent to put points on the board. So Kadir showing some bit of naivety here. Brown steps to the line. Missed his last free throw. Missed that one, can you believe it? Brown, an 84% free throw shooter. I bet those two chaps have seen a lot of basketball through their years. Brown. 0 for 2 from the line tonight. One. Got it. And now the press from Karsiyaka. If they don't get a turnover in the backcourt, they'll have to foul. There it is. Foul is on Jacobin Brown. This sends Ben Chimol to the charity stripe. For Brown, that's his third personal foul. And that free throw off the mark. Ben Chimol, also a good free throw shooter, 83%. Misses the first. You love it when your guards can shoot those free throws. Here's the second. He missed them both. Who's got the rebound? Jacobin Brown. He's in a trap. Brown now. Summers. Step back shot from Summers. Deep three. Off the mark. Who's going to come up with the loose ball? Brown does. Brown pulls the trigger on a three. That's no good. And that defensive rebound from Patrick Richards is going to win it. Well, what an outstanding couple of minutes of basketball here in the Basketball Champions League. This game's been a wonderful advertisement for this new competition. And Patrick Richards, with a defensive rebound here, will walk the length of the floor and step to the line. And without doubt now, I think the Maccabi Rishon fans can continue to celebrate. This man here, arguably man of the match. Patrick Richards is going to step to the line. And he missed the free throw. Tough night for Coach Markovic, whose team played well in flashes, but lacked consistency. Patrick Richard, his line tonight, 20 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, and two turnovers. Richard makes the point there. Green. Panika, let's fly with a three. That's no good. Summers put back, no good. It's just a matter of what will the final score be now. certainly Karsiyaka going to win it, but all credit to, I beg your pardon, certainly Maccabi Rishon are going to win it, but all credit to Karsiyaka with plenty of fight. And now Coach Shivik's going to advance the ball into his quarter court just to beat any pressure up the floor. Maybe with a chance to try and get it another basket here. Remember, this is a league format, so points difference are important. Well, barring a miraculous turnaround, Maccabi Rand Media will rise to 4-6 in the group. Pinar Karsiyaka will fall to 6-4.
Okay, if you're open, okay, but no, if not, you're looking to the 1 point, 3 points. Hands man. Yes. Hey, come to me. Come to me.
Well, Patrick Richard's been outstanding tonight. Graduated from college in 2012. Had some NBA Development League experience with the Iowa Energy. Since then, he's really been playing overseas. He played in the German Bundesliga, played in France, and here he is now, playing in Israel. First season with the club. Kadir steps out. Great game from Kadir, although he did not score, would you believe it? Great defense by Karsiyaka, who have got plenty of energy. The three at the end by Thomas. A little offense by accident, but that will put the cherry on the top of the sundae. Charles Thomas with a three to finally bring this one to a close. There's your final score. Maccabi Rand Media 78, Pinar Karsiyaka 69 in the Basketball Champions League. Well, stay with us, fans, as we wrap this one up. The three-point shooting percentage of Maccabi Rishon, 64%. That is outstanding as a team. And that will go some way into explaining why they won this one. And the battle of the boards, Karsiyaka won it. At times they were down in that little battle. 21 turnovers. If you look at anything for Karsiyaka to try to figure out why they didn't get on top here on the road, that will go a long way to explaining it. Just can't give the ball up that many times. The Maccabi Rishon players salute the fans here. Summers with 25, that last three at the end. Summers the leading scorer for Karsiyaka. Let's get a look at the final numbers in this one. Charles Thomas finished with 17 points. Patrick Richard with 20 for Maccabi Rand Media. As we bring you highlights to wrap this one up. For Pinar Karsiyaka, they were paced in scoring by Jacoby Brown with 22. DeJuan Summers with 25 points in a losing effort. Well, for me, Liam Canny, it is happy holidays to you and your family. We take a break in the action in the Basketball Champions League, but come back and join us in the new year for continuing coverage on this new horizon of European basketball. Happy holidays for the time being. We'll see you in 2017. 6